Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be talking about plucking, hair plucking. So I know that a lot of you have been seeing it and you're like, how can I do this? I'm a beginner. Well, we are beginners in this together, but I'm going to walk you through the steps. So for this, I'm going to be needing, or you're going to be needing like a cotton comb. So I'm sure you must have seen a brush like this. Just something to help you cut across wherever it is you want to divide. You know that best practices when it comes to anything hair, you always have to section your hair to get the best result. Then I'll be using this is my tweezer. This is not branded, so I cannot tell you get this brand or get that brand, but just ask the person you're buying from if it's sharp enough. And this is quite pretty sharp. This is a tweezer, and you're also going to be needing this tail comb so that when you pluck one section you can comb out to see how much hair has fallen out. So without further ado, we're just going to go right into it. So when it comes to plucking, you can pluck in a couple of directions, but I always recommend two directions. You can either pluck this way, this is horizontal, I think, horizontally or vertically. Okay, so you can pluck this way or you can pluck in this direction. So you pluck in this direction if you feel like there's a lot of hair here and you need it to lay down, or you can pluck in this direction if you feel like you want a more natural hairline. But professionals, we always pluck in both directions. They pluck horizontally and pluck vertically. So today, for the course of this video, we are going to be plucking vertically, and I will probably just show you how to pluck horizontally. I know that you must have watched a couple of videos where you've seen them start plucking from the very first line. I would not advise that, because this is a wig. The more you wear it, the more you comb it, the more you style it, is the more you lose hair in the very front part of it. So I will always encourage you to skip that first line. Do not pluck that first line, so that you can at least enjoy your wig for some period of time before you have to think about changing the closure or filling up the hairs there. So now I've skipped the first line and I'm just going to go over to the second line. And before you do it, make sure that you have this comb. In fact, it's advised that you should like straighten out your hair or use a hot brush. I was supposed to get a hot brush in this video, but hey, this wig is not so bad. So just use your comb and make sure that there's no hair strand blocking your way. And then you get your tweezer. You keep yourself in a position like so. Your other hand should hold down the hair so that no hair is coming up, and then you begin to pluck one at a time. Do not pluck more than two in any spots. So this is what I mean. So when you hold it, the tweezer is like this until you clip on it and you drag it. That's when it comes out. Now you have to be careful. You are not plucking the net, you are plucking the hair itself. If you go too close to the net, you can tear your lace. So again, until you clip the hair and drag it, you will just be playing, right? So that it will look like, oh, I'm doing this and it's not coming off or it's not falling out. And don't pluck more than two in one direction. So you see, you hold the hair like so, just hold it and you pull. Can you see that? So if you look at this strand, I could literally see that I've pulled out maybe like 5 at a time. So that's why it's advised that you don't pluck more than 2 in one spot. And if you want, you can go again in the same area and pluck and pull, or you clip and pull. Maybe that's what we should say. You clip, you pull, you clip, you pull, you clip, you pull. Keep going down. Don't pluck more than 2 in one spot. Don't worry, it always looks like you're not doing anything once you start on the first line, but trust me, something is happening. I can tell you for sure. And if you think nothing is happening, what is this? Can you see this? Can you see that strand of hair? So you clip, you pull, you clip, you pull. Don't go to the net. You are plucking the hair, not the net. You clip, you pull, you clip, you pull, you clip, you pull. When you're done with that first line, you use your comb and comb it, and you section it again, go to the next line. Make it as tiny as possible, but do not make it too tiny so that you don't find yourself over plucking your hair. And then you do the same process, comb it all back, make sure that it's all laid and neat and nice. And then you go in with your tweezer, you clip, you pull, you clip, you pull, you clip, you pull, clip and pull. And I'm just going to continue that until I'm done. Oh, there's something else I want to say is, when you are doing this, don't just be carried away by the fact that, oh my god, I'm finally plucking my hair. You have to be conscious how many rows you go in. What I mean is, now we are in the second row, right, or second line. So you have to be conscious of that, so that if you plucked five rows here, you want to do exactly the same 5 rows here, and you want to be as specific as possible, because if you are not, your hair is not going to come out nice. And then we do the same thing again until we are done. This is my 3rd row, and I'm just going to continue until I'm done. I want to state that this video is explicitly for beginners, people who have never plucked before, or have been wondering how to do it, or want to just try it out for themselves the first time. So no, it is not unquote a professional standard. However, even professionals like to keep their plucking minimal. Like I said in the beginning, your hair will shed whether you pluck it or not. So if you over pluck your hair, the only remedy to that is either refilling it or getting a new lace for it. So I've gone 5 rows, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Now, I don't really support over plucking. You just pluck just to help you make this place flattened. Can you see the difference between these parts and these parts? I don't know if it's visible enough to your eyes, but just take a look. Can you see the difference? So I'm just going to do exactly what I did on this side, on this other side. Over plucking is not allowed because your hair loses strands on its own every time you wear it. So you just want it to look natural, but still still have it last long for you. So I'm just going to go over to the second one. Keep this in mind, that when you start, it will look like you're not making progress. It will look like, this hair is not looking like what I see online. See, baby steps and practice is gonna perfect this skill. Just take it one hair strand out at a time, okay? Now we are finally done. And this is what the hair looks like. You can scroll back to the very beginning to see what it looked like just before we started this project. And this is what you have at the end of the day. What do you think? Love it? Stay tuned. If you're not following this channel, please follow, because there's a lot of things that will be taught, and still things that are still coming. Like the next video, I'm going to be teaching you how to do the almighty video speak. Who wants to see? I can't wait to show you. Thank you. See you in the next video.